Good afternoon, fellow Chelsea fans. Looking for your daily fix of all things CFC? You found it. Here at AG Chelsea TV, we're dedicated to delivering the latest news, rumors, and insights on the Blues, day in and day out. Whether it's transfer gossip, match reactions, or deep dives into the squad, we've got you covered. Don't be the last to know. Smash that subscribe button and become a true Blue. Let's dive into the updates in today's video. Maresca has a bigger talent than George, who's the future of Chelsea. Chelsea have long been a powerhouse when it comes to producing exciting young talents, and George is just another example of that. An even younger, yet nonetheless exciting prospect currently plying his trade in Cobham is Kizaram Ezenwada. The 17-year-old has already scored 4 goals and provided 1 assist in just 4 appearances this season, and looks like one to watch. However, there's another up-and-coming Cobham gem who might just be the most exciting of them all. So while there are plenty of potential future stars in Cobham, I reckon Shamir Muka is the one who could be a real game-changer. The 17-year-old prospect started his footballing journey with Brighton and Hove Albion's academy, but made the move to West London in 2022. Since then, he has been tearing apart opposition teams for fun and turning heads at both the club and international levels. For example, in 55 appearances across U18s, U21s, and the UEFA Youth League squads, the Birmingham-born gem has scored 28 goals and provided 6 assists. In other words, despite often playing with players far older than himself, the young prospect has managed to average a goal involvement every 1.61 over the last couple of years. Moreover, he has really stepped it up this year, scoring 7 goals in 6 youth games and making an appearance for the first team on Tuesday night. His exploits aren't limited to club football either, as in 16 appearances for the England U19s, he has scored 8 goals and provided 3 assists. Numbers like this at such a young age go a long way in justifying talent scout Jacek Kulik's claim that he is the future of Chelsea and English football. Ultimately, there is still a long way to go before he's starting and scoring for the first team, but in Muka, Chelsea look to have a potential world beater on their hands. Maignan makes Chelsea decision. AC Milan captain Maignan is still yet to sign a contract extension at the San Siro, giving Chelsea or Man United a chance to sign him for free in 2026. The France #1 is classed as one of the world's best shot stoppers, and his availability on a free transfer next year is putting Premier League clubs on red alert. Chelsea have long been after Maignan and attempted to agree a cut-price deal in the summer window. Enzo Maresca also personally asked Chelsea's hierarchy to sign a world-class new goalkeeper to replace Robert Sanchez, Graham Bailey, with the Blues previously sensing an opportunity to go for Maignan to grant their manager's wish. However, a major difference in pricing saw Milan refuse to sanction his move to Stamford Bridge, despite the 30-year-old's eagerness to join them. Chelsea wanted him before their Club World Cup campaign, but snubbed the Rossoneri's attempts to demand an extortionate fee because of that. A deal for Maignan ultimately wasn't revisited before deadline day on September 1st, with Max Allegri, since captaining the shot stopper as Milan, potentially give him something to think about. They're just 3 points behind Serie A leaders and Italian champions Napoli after 3 consecutive wins. And if Milan continue in this fashion, who knows, Maignan could be tempted to pen an extension. In the meantime, though, he is set to leave for free at the end of the season, and reports suggest that Chelsea are ready to offer Maignan a pre-contract in January to end their reliance on Sanchez, who was sent off against Man United last weekend. Ruben Amorim's Red Devils are also after a reliable keeper, but according to journalist Graham Bailey, Maignan wants to join Chelsea next year as things stand. This comes as an almighty boost for the West Londoners, as Maignan is an arguably unmissable opportunity. Arsenal and Chelsea moved to sign Ibrahima Konate. Since moving to Anfield from RB Leipzig back in 2021, the Frenchman has been an integral part of the Reds' recent success, winning a Premier League trophy and a few domestic cup competitions. Konate guided the Merseyside club to reach the final of the Champions League in the 2021-22 season under former manager Jurgen Klopp. Unfortunately, they lost the game to Real Madrid despite displaying an impressive performance. The 26-year-old has continued to play a key role in Arne Slot's starting lineup this season. However, speculation surrounding his future has begun to emerge in recent months, as his existing deal is set to expire at the end of this season. It has been reported that the Merseyside club have been struggling to agree on a fresh term with him. On TBR Football, Bailey says that Arsenal and Chelsea have been monitoring his situation closely, and they have been made aware through intermediaries that the defender could leave next summer. Apart from the Premier League duo, Real Madrid and Bayern Munich are also in this race. However, Liverpool are confident that they will be able to tie him down to a fresh term over the coming months. Konate isn't pushing to leave Anfield at the moment, but his agent and intermediaries have started exploring options for him should he eventually leave next year. Arsenal decided to reinforce the defensive department by signing Piero Hincapié and Christian Mosquera this summer. Following that, Mikel Arteta currently has a well-resourced defensive department. On the other hand, Chelsea lack qualities in the center-back position, and following Levi Colwill's serious knee injury, the Blues need a new top-class defender. Konate is a 6 feet 5 inches tall center-back and has proven his worth in the Premier League in recent years. So, he would be a great coup for Arsenal or Chelsea should either club purchase him. Chelsea preparing €70 million bid for Atletico Madrid player. If recent reports are anything to go by, then it does look like Chelsea are looking to add to their midfield. In the summer, they tried to bring in Xavi Simons and Fermin Lopez, but failed. On the other hand, they have been constantly linked with Morgan Rogers as well, as he is struggling to replicate his form from last season for Aston Villa. And now, a very different profile of midfielder appears to have emerged on their radar, although it would take a huge transfer fee to sign him as well. It is someone who is more of a midfield controller, but at the same time, he is mobile and athletic, with the ability to take care of the defensive side of the game as well. One has to wonder what that suggests for the future of Enzo Fernandez, who has faced quite a bit of criticism for his performances this season. As reported by Fishages, Chelsea are reportedly preparing a bid of around €70 million for Barrios this coming transfer window. Bayern Munich are interested in him as well. Barrios is what you would call a complete midfielder. Someone like him could be a decent addition to this Chelsea team, especially if they're looking to move on for Fernandez as a starter. The Argentine World Cup winner's stats have improved significantly under the management of Enzo Maresca, as he has developed the habit of making well-timed runs into the box. But when it comes to his overall effectiveness on a game of football, that certainly does not seem to be at an all-time high at the moment. In fact, Fernandez is rarely the best player on the pitch these days, something that he seemed capable of in his early days at Stamford Bridge. Anyway, let's see if Chelsea do end up making a move for Barrios or not. He is not the only midfielder they have been linked with, and the budget seems to be tight at Stamford Bridge these days. That's the end of this video. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you find my updates useful. Bye-bye, and see you in the next video.